Right now, in this exact moment, the version of you that existed just 1 second ago is already gone. Not metaphorically, not philosophically, physically, neurologically, existentially, gone, but you don't feel it. You still feel like yourself. You still believe there is a continuous, stable you moving through time. And that belief might be the biggest illusion your brain has ever created. Because what you call you is not a fixed entity. It's not something solid. It's not something permanent. It's a process. A constantly updating, shifting, rewriting process that never stops. Let's slow this down. If I ask you a simple question, who are you? You will probably answer with your name, your past, your memories, your personality, your experiences. But think carefully. Are those things really you? Or are they just pieces of information that your brain is holding together, like a story? Because that's what your brain does. It tells stories, not for entertainment, but for survival. Your brain's primary job is not to show you reality. Its job is to create a version of reality that is useful, stable, and predictable. And to do that, it has to create something called identity, a central character, a main self, you. But here's the problem. There is no single place in your brain where this you exists. No center, no core, no fixed identity node. Instead, there are billions of neurons, firing in patterns, constantly changing, constantly rewiring. At any given moment, your brain is in a different state than it was a moment ago, which means, technically, you are also in a different state. Not slightly different, completely different. Your thoughts have shifted, your emotional chemistry has changed, your neural connections have updated. Even if the change is microscopic, it is real, and it never stops. Now zoom out. Your body, the thing you think is you, is also not stable. Right now, millions of cells in your body are dying. At the same time, millions of new cells are being created. Your skin is constantly replacing itself. Your blood is renewing. Even your bones slowly regenerate over time. In a few years, most of the atoms that currently make up your body will be gone, replaced completely. Which means the you that exists today is made of entirely different matter than the you from years ago. And yet, you still feel like the same person. Why? Because your brain maintains continuity. It stitches together moments, like frames in a movie, and creates the illusion of a single, continuous identity. But continuity is not the same as permanence. A movie feels continuous, but it is actually made of separate frames. A river feels stable, but it is made of constantly changing water. And you feel like a single, unbroken self. But in reality, you are a sequence of versions. Each moment, a slightly updated model of who you were before. Now let's go deeper. Memory. The thing you trust the most. The thing that defines your past. The thing that tells you, this is who I am. Memory is not a recording. It is not a perfect playback of events. It is reconstruction. Every time you remember something, your brain does not replay it. It rebuilds it. And during that rebuilding, it changes it. Tiny distortions, small edits, subtle shifts. Over time, those small changes become significant. Which means your past is not fixed. It is being rewritten every time you access it. So now think about this. If your body is changing, your brain is changing, your thoughts are changing, your memories are changing, then what exactly is staying the same? What is the you that you believe in? Is it your body? No, because the atoms change. Is it your brain? No, because the neural patterns change. Is it your memories? No, because they are unstable. So what is it? The answer is uncomfortable. There is no fixed you. There is only a process that feels like a you. You are not a thing. You are an activity. You are something that is happening, not something that is. Like a flame. A flame looks stable. It looks like a single object, but it is not. It is a continuous chemical reaction. Fuel is consumed, energy is released, particles move, the shape remains similar, but the substance is constantly changing. That's you. You are a pattern that is continuously recreating itself. Now here's where it gets even more disturbing, because if you are constantly changing, then the person you were in the past is not the same person who exists right now, and the person you will become will not be the same person you are today. Which means, from a strict scientific perspective, you are dying and being replaced every single moment. But the transition is so smooth, so seamless, that you never notice. Your brain hides it. It creates a stable narrative, a continuous identity, so that you don't panic. Because imagine if you actually felt this. Imagine if you experienced every micro change, every identity shift, every version of yourself disappearing, and a new one taking its place. It would be unbearable. So your brain protects you. It tells you, you are the same person, even when you're not. Now let's push this even further. Think about decisions. You believe that you make choices, that there is a stable you deciding things. But if you are constantly changing, then who is actually making the decision? The version of you from 1 second ago, or the version of you right now, or the version of you that will exist 1 second later, because each of them is slightly different, with slightly different neural states, slightly different priorities, slightly different emotions, which means even your sense of control might be part of the illusion. You are not a fixed decision maker. You are a moving system, producing decisions in real time, and those decisions are influenced by everything that is changing within you. Your chemistry, your environment, your past reconstructions, your current state, all of it. Now take a breath and really sit with this. You are not who you were. You are not who you think you are. And you are not who you will become. You are something far more unstable and far more fascinating. You are a continuous transformation, a living process, a story that is rewriting itself every single second. And the strangest part, it feels completely normal. Thank you. And now we go deeper, because everything you've heard so far was just the surface. The real question is not just, are you changing? The real question is, if you are constantly changing, then who is actually aware of that change? Who is watching all of this happen? Who is the observer? You might say, it's me, but what does that even mean? Because we already established there is no fixed you. So who is the one experiencing thoughts? Who is the one noticing emotions? Who is the one listening right now? Let's slow this down. Close your eyes for a second and notice your thoughts. They appear on their own. You don't choose your next thought. It just comes, and then another, like waves. Now ask yourself something strange. If you don't choose your thoughts, then how can you be the thinker? And if you are not the thinker, then what are you? Maybe you are the observer, the awareness behind everything. But even that idea, it starts to break when you look closely. Because this observer, it has no shape, no location, no clear boundary. You cannot point to it, you cannot see it, you cannot even fully define it. It's just there, silent, watching. But here's where it gets unsettling. Even this sense of being an observer can disappear. Think about deep sleep. In deep sleep, there are no thoughts, no identity, no story, no you. And yet you still exist in some form. Then you wake up, and instantly, your brain rebuilds the character. Your name returns, your memories load, your identity comes back online. Like a system reboot, which means even your sense of self is something that turns on and off. It is not constant, it is not fundamental, it is constructed. Now let's go even further. Imagine this. If your brain could be copied perfectly, every neuron, every connection, every memory, and that copy was placed into another body, would that be you or someone else? If both versions exist at the same time, which one is the real you? Because both would feel identical, both would claim to be you, both would have your memories, your personality, your past. So which one is real? There is no clear answer, because identity is not a single point. It is not something that can be pinned down. It is a pattern, and patterns can exist in multiple places, which means you are not unique in the way you think. You are just a specific arrangement that could, in theory, exist again. Now think about this. If your identity is just a pattern, and that pattern is constantly changing, then what exactly are you holding on to? Why do you feel so attached to this idea of me? Because your brain needs it. Without a stable identity, everything becomes uncertain, unpredictable, and the brain hates uncertainty. So it creates a center, a character, a self, even if that self is not real. Now let's connect this to something even deeper. Fear. Why are humans so afraid of death? Because we believe that there is a fixed self that will be lost. But if that self is already changing every moment, if it is never truly stable, then what exactly is dying? Is it the body? Yes. Is it the brain? Yes. But the you that you are trying to protect was never permanent to begin with. It was always shifting, always dissolving, always being replaced. Which means, in a strange way, you have already been experiencing a form of death your entire life. Not a dramatic one, not a visible one, but a continuous one, a silent one. Every second, the previous version of you disappears, and a new version takes its place. But because the transition is smooth, you call it life. Now here comes the final twist. If there is no fixed self, no stable identity, no permanent you, then something unexpected happens. You become free. Because if you are not fixed, then you are not limited. If you are not a solid identity, then you are not trapped in one version of yourself. You are fluid, adaptable, transformable. You are not this kind of person or that kind of person. Those are just temporary states, stories your brain tells, which means you can change. Not slowly, not over years, but fundamentally, because you are already changing all the time. The only difference is now you can become aware of it. And once you see it, once you truly understand that you are not a fixed entity, something shifts. You stop clinging. You stop defining yourself too tightly. You stop saying, "This is who I am." Because you realize that statement is never true. It is always outdated, because by the time you say it, you have already changed. Now take a moment and feel this. You are not the same person who started watching this. Something has already shifted, even if it's small, even if you can't fully describe it. It's there, and it will keep happening again and again and again, until one day, the version of you that exists now will feel like a distant memory, almost like someone else. And maybe that's what you've always been, a series of someone else's, connected by a story that feels real, a story that feels continuous, a story that feels like you. But underneath that story, there is no fixed character, only change, only process, only becoming. And the strangest part of all, you don't need to find yourself, because there is no single self to find. There is only this moment, this awareness, this experience happening right now. And as you listen to these words and try to understand them, something inside you is already shifting again, quietly, subtly, inevitably. And the person who finishes this video will not be the same person who started it. Thank you.